I have owned this car for 6 years, and over this time I have figured out what mods are useful for this car and what mods are pretty much pointless. Today we're going to be installing a mod that some of you guys think is pointless, I think it's useful, and it's also going to be impacting the performance of this car. So the engine bay is looking much better than it usually does now. That's because we went ahead and detailed this not too long ago, and from then until now it's still holding up pretty great. Like, it looked very, very ugly before. But if you guys do remember, if you guys have been following along and watching all the videos, you guys would know that this intake right over here was never usually here. This is something that I had to install when we were rebuilding this car, and this right here is just the stock air intake. Now, the one that we had previously, it was some eBay one. I still have it somewhere in here. You might be able to see it's like right over there. It's an eBay intake. Honestly, it's something very, very cheap. And because it was so cheap, it was dangling a little bit down and hitting this belt and the pulley that's underneath. So I had to go ahead and get rid of it because that is not safe and that is not good for the car. So we went ahead and threw on the stock air intake. Now, here's the thing about the intake. While I was switching the intake out from this eBay one to a regular one, I did a bunch of research and I figured out that a lot of people are divided on whether or not an intake is actually useful for this car. So I went ahead and I asked ChatGPT, and this is what ChatGPT had to say. Now, ChatGPT had this to say: a cold air intake for this platform is useless because the power gains are very tiny. Usually you're getting somewhere from 0 to 5 wheel horsepower. And there's sometimes even cases where that 0 to 5 isn't even measurable. Like, some people don't even see it at all. Now, some people go extreme and even say that you're actually losing power. The reason why you'd be losing power is because in the engine bay, if you guys have ever gone for a long drive, you'll know that the engine bay inside of it is hot. So you have a lot of hot air building up in your engine bay. Now, adding this cold air intake is just going to be sucking in a lot of the hot air. And because you're doing that, a lot of people call this a hot air intake because it's pretty much defeating the purpose, aka you're losing power. It's not only just bad. ChatGPT also says it can be useful. Now, one way it can be useful is having better sound improvement. Now, some intakes, when you go ahead and add them, you actually be able to hear it. On this car, I'm not too sure if we'll be able to hear it because this car is extremely loud. But not only the sound improvement, you'll also get a bit better of throttle response. So when you're actually putting that pedal down, it'll be a lot more responsive than this stock air intake. So there is two sides of things. Some people are saying it's completely useless, and some people are saying it's useful. So I found the perfect in between. Today, we are going to be installing a K&N drop-in filter. Now, this should give us the cold air intake feeling, but also it is like 1/3 of the price. And I got this one for a steal. Now, funny enough, I actually found this on Facebook Marketplace for $45 Canadian. And this right here retails from somewhere around 80 to 90. I think it's a less than 50 USD. And sometimes these go on sale as well. Now, the person that sold this to me had no idea what this was. They own a liquidation business and they got a Amazon return, and this was one of the things that was inside. So once they went ahead and posted it on Marketplace, they posted it as an oil filter. This is not an oil filter at all. So I saw this, I instantly had to go ahead and pick it up. $45, this thing right here is a steal, and I'm sure if it ever goes on sale, you guys will be able to find it for a pretty similar price. And also, it is literally brand new. I'm just missing the box, but we don't even need that. We have the instructions and we also have the stickers and everything to add. So let's go ahead and hop into installing this thing. So this right here is the stock air intake box, like I mentioned earlier. I don't think this install gets any easier. This is probably one of the easiest installs you'll ever do, but you're pushing up this clip right over here, also pushing up this clip, and you're just separating these. Like, you don't even have to undo a bolt or anything, and it'll separate just like this. Okay, perfect. This right here is the old air filter. I've never actually taken it out, and damn, this is dirty. I'm glad we're throwing in a new one because it probably needed a new one anyways, but I'm gonna bring it close for you guys. This is what you'll see. I think you're supposed to clean these every certain amount of kilometers. I don't know the exact, I'll have it on the screen right now. But a cool thing with this K&N filter, you never have to replace this. You just have to clean it. And cleaning it isn't too hard. So by running this on the car, not only are you getting your gains, you're also saving money on these air filters. this right here is how it looks out with the olds and in with the new. And right over here, you can see it says KNN 332300. That is the product code. And putting it into the car, it's just going to go in without there being an issue. So as you guys can see, the K&N filter is in, and when I go ahead and close this air box, it should be sitting a bit more flush. But yeah, this is it right over here. And yeah, let's go ahead and see how this thing does. Okay, and not only do we have the K&N logo, we're also adding a stop, do not discard. So if somebody ever works on my car and they're going through the air filter, they do not get rid of it or replace it. What's also really nice is that down here it says this K&N air filter will not void your vehicle's warranty, which is also very nice because I do know that some intakes, when you're installing aftermarket intakes, it may void the warranty, but this right here is something that is safe in between. So if you guys have your car on warranty, which is, I think there's not a lot of you, especially if you're in the first gen, but if your car does have warranty, you're good with this. And then also really nice that we have a K&N oil filter. I completely forgot that we have this on the car. We recently did an oil change and we threw on the K&N one because it was the only one that was in stock. But yes, it all matches up and it looks super nice. So I am excited to see how well this does. Again, I'm not expecting a like 50 horsepower gain or a 20 horsepower gain. I'm literally only doing this because it was cheap, because I got a good deal, also because of the sound. I really want to see if you can actually hear this. You probably won't be able to just because my exhaust is extremely loud, but if we can hear it, that is a plus. And then also just for the response, the throttle response, I've heard a lot of good reviews about that. So I'm hoping that we can actually notice that. If you can, then I would say this is 100% worth it. Oh my God, this whole tree has fallen down. Look at this. The whole tree broke. Okay, now I don't know what to say because it may be placebo, but I actually feel a difference, which is so crazy to think about. Something that small can have this much of a difference that you're able to feel it. Now, I'm not saying the car is faster. That's something I won't know until we actually put this car on a dyno or we tune this car and we get actual official numbers. But the pickup, the throttle response is something that's definitely 100% has improved. Like, it feels so much better. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, but I'm really happy. I'm impressed. Again, $45 or $50, whatever I spent on this is kind of crazy. So if you guys don't have one or you haven't gone ahead and made the effort to go ahead and pick one up, I'm gonna link it down below. Go ahead and buy it. Again, this is not affiliated. This is nothing like that. I'm not sponsored by K&N. K&N never paid me to do this. This is me just genuinely telling you guys that this product that they do have actually makes a difference, and it actually is pretty good. Okay, now on On the inside of the car, I can kind of hear a little bit of a hiss, kind of like a noise that's picking up from the intake, compared to the stock intake where you honestly just can't hear anything. So there is a little bit of a sound difference, but honestly, you guys can hear my exhaust is so stupid loud that like I'm not going to be able to actually hear it properly. If you guys add this onto your car, you might notice a bit of like a noise, like an intake noise. Nothing too crazy. Don't expect anything like a turbo car or anything like insane, but there is a bit of a noise, a bit of a sound improvement that you can hear. It feels like it feels not restricted anymore. Like I feel like before it felt restricted, but it doesn't feel as restricted anymore. If you guys have made it this far, if you guys are seeing my face right now, make sure to hit this video with a like. Also, so close to 5,000 subscribers. I think we're like 700-ish something subs away. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please scroll down below and hit that subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.